So, um, I feel like I want to talk about some things. The specific topic, um, is relationships. Relationships of all forms. Whether they be marriage, dating, buddy fucking, uh, poly relationships. Just the whole premise and idea of relationships and how people do it and what they do and what people consider relationships. One thing I also want to discuss is that I find it miraculous that we are able as human beings to interact with one another with all the baggage we carry. It just boggles my mind that we do have relationships, that there are relationships that last. And one thing I'm really strong about and that I've had to learn over the years is that relationships do need to be maintained. A relationship can't exist, in my eyes, if you don't maintain it. Whether it be one phone call a year, you know, to one phone call every 5 years. If there's no maintenance, if there's no interaction, then there is no relationship. And this is interaction of all forms because we're stepping into a different time when we can interact and have long distance relationships and have relationships with people we've never met before and have phone relationships and internet relationships and chat room relationships. And I just think relationships. I'm throwing this out there. I want to know what people think of relationships. I really want to. I don't know how the comment back thing works on this YouTube. This first time, I've used the YouTube. I just started using it on January, but I really want to start a discussion, and I wanted to start the discussion on what people think relationships are. I mean, I see a variety of relationships on a daily basis. I mean, I see straight relationships between a biological male and a biological female who aren't married and decide to just date each other and are having a child. They are still not married. I know, you know, transgendered individuals, females to males, males to females, who are marrying, who are having relationships. I know plenty of gay men who have relationships. I know plenty of gay women who have relationships. I have plenty of bi friends who have relationships. And so maybe what I'm getting at is, what is it? We throw all these terms at a relationship and an interaction, and we put so much pressure, and that one term defines how that relationship is going to behave, how that relationship is going to ensue, You say someone is your wife, we understand that. You say someone is your girlfriend, someone understands that. But the reality of that is that we don't really know what that means. I know people who are married who sleep with other people, while I might. So that's my perception. That's my, I'll ask, do you have a poly relationship? I'm struggling with this because I'm not sure what type of relationship I want to have. Because I think relationships are difficult, and I struggle a lot with having to deal with other people's baggage and having to maintain relationships. I don't know how I maintain relationships. I think it's because I have a lot of friends who love me, and I'm blessed for that. But I still wonder if maybe I keep jumping from girl to girl because I don't know what a relationship is. And maybe it's different for me. Maybe it will work a different way. But all I know is that I feel confusion about this term, relationship, partnership, marriage. That concept boggles my mind. Maybe it's because I've never seen a successful marriage, that's lasted for more than a year. I've seen unsuccessful relationships that have lasted quite a long time. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for someone to tell me how they make their relationship work. Maybe I'm asking for someone to tell me what works and what doesn't work and what they suggest, because at this point in my life I'm accepting the fact that I don't know anything. Um I don't know anything, and I think knowledge is great, and I think experience is great, and I don't think you know until you experience, but I believe that if we have that experience there, it's to learn. Um, so, this journey that I'm taking is a journey of learning and discovery, and a journey where I question the terms that I decide to take, whether the terms that I take for other people, or the terms that I take for myself. I'm questioning words. I'm questioning what we consider a reality, and I'm saying that there is no reality. It's what you want it to be. It's what you make it. You create it, and it exists for you. Um, but why do we all want the same thing? Why are we, even if we're not trained, even if we tend to be loners, why, what is this human need? We're social beings. I understand that we want to interact, but just reproduction, that's a reason. I mean, I understand that it's reproduction, right? But if it's just reproduction, then what is this feeling that people call love? What is that? What is love? um, because there's something going on here that's more than just an innate need to reproduce with the best looking individual to create the best child. So I hope that I don't know. I just kind of turned on the camera and recorded. It was just something that was just kind of on my mind, and I hope that people respond back and have something to say about this, because that's what I'm asking for. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm asking questions. I'm asking what you think of relationships and the terms that we give to relationships and what a relationships mean to you, and what you think of relationships. How it's, a relationship can be so beautiful but so short and be okay, or so long and so horrible and kill you, or long and boring, or short and boring. I mean, what is it? And what is love as well? What is it? There is something more than just that natural human urge to reproduce and to, create another generation. Where does that come from, and how do you keep that, and how do you recognize that, and is it true, or do we just believe it because we see it portrayed in movies? So I hope this starts some discussion. My name is Miles Long, and talk to me about love.